Creationism versus evolution. Fact or faith? What if everything you thought you knew about where we came from, was incomplete? What if the story of life wasn't a war between belief and science, but a deeper reflection of how humans seek truth? Tonight, we step into one of the oldest and most powerful questions in human history. Where did we come from? Two great pillars rise in response. Creationism, rooted in divine purpose and spiritual belief, and evolution, grounded in science, natural processes, and time itself. But this isn't a debate, this is an exploration. Beyond the battlefield for centuries, the discussion of life's origin has often been framed as a clash, science versus religion. But that frame distorts the depth of what's truly at play, because at the heart of both creationism and evolution is something profoundly human: the desire to understand ourselves. Creationism tells a story, one of intentional design. It holds that life is not random, but the result of a creator's will. From the book of Genesis to Islamic, Hindu, and native traditions, countless cultures have believed we were formed with purpose, not evolved, but made. Evolution, proposed by Charles Darwin in the 19th century, paints another picture. Life, it says, is the result of natural selection, tiny changes over unfathomable spans of time. No divine intervention required, just adaptation, mutation, and survival. Two worldviews, two methods, one deep question. What creationism offers? To understand creationism is to step inside a worldview where life is sacred by design. In this view, the complexity of nature, the iDNA, the human mind, isn't just unlikely. It's impossible without a creator. Supporters often point to irreducible complexity. Systems so intricate they couldn't have evolved piece by piece. For example, the bacterial flagellum, a tiny motor that some believe couldn't work unless all its parts were present from the start. Creationists also argue for moral grounding, that without a creator, ideas like good, evil, or purpose lose meaning. To them, life without divine authorship becomes a cosmic accident. It's not just about science, it's about the soul. What evolution explains. Now, let's step into the world of evolution. A story, not of intention, but of natural forces and incredible time. The fossil record reveals transitional forms, ancient creatures showing how life changed over millions of years. Archaeopteryx, a feathered dinosaur, is a famous link between reptiles and birds. The genetic code in our DNA shows shared ancestry between humans and animals, including a 98.8% similarity between us and chimpanzees. Scientists also point to observed evolution today, like bacteria developing resistance to antibiotics, or finches in the islands evolving beak sizes depending on the environment. To evolutionists, the world isn't designed, it built itself, one tiny step at a time. And that, they say, is just as wondrous. Fact, faith, or both. So, is one wrong and the other right? Perhaps not, because for many, these aren't mutually exclusive. Some scientists are believers. Some theologians accept evolution. This isn't just fact versus faith. It's about how humans make sense of existence. Maybe faith answers the why, and science answers the how. Maybe creation and evolution are less about opposition, and more about perspective. In the end, whether you believe we were sculpted by the hands of a creator, or forged by the quiet rhythm of natural selection, one truth remains: we are here, alive, curious, searching. Maybe the real story isn't about how we began, but what we do with the time we've been given. Subscribe for more thoughtful explorations of history, philosophy, science, and faith.